I finally was able to blank out my 2 GB card. So now I have all kinds of space. I won't have to worry about what just happening or what just happening again. You can fill in the blanks. I have been medicating pretty heavily this evening. I can only imagine that guy was calling me to it. I'm gonna let her, I mean, for now, it's not hurting anything. It's not like I've used a whole lot. I mean, uh, well, I'll show you in a second. What am I doing? I was waiting for you to ask. Now, that's the first time you ever saw me or will see me project a possible response from you, okay? And that's only because I would do it too, okay? I mean, I'd be like, what the hell is he doing? So, this stuff right here, it must be made of all natural ingredients. It's wonderful stuff, all right? Again, not necessarily packaged for its complete purpose, you know. I mean, it expresses a purpose for it, but not the complete purpose, which is okay. I mean, most people look for the purpose that it serves anyway, or I mean, that they advertise it for. I think, man, I can't get enough of this stuff. Okay, uh, it's got mint eucalyptus in it, and it's real soothing smell and feel, nice and warm. Here in northern Maine, especially mid-February, it is very dry, okay? You've seen me scratching my head and face and everything. That's just the way it is here. I've got lotions and stuff, but what did we do before we had that? I mean, we got this, and if it gets to the point I can't tolerate it, well, then I put some lotion on. And plus, I don't want it to look bad either, so if I look and I see a desert on my arm, of course I'm gonna put something on there, to rehydrate that sucker, you know. But no, this stuff works really good, man. Really good. I was using Vaseline for a while, which is a good product, and I use it, but not for these specific tender areas anymore, because this has medicine in it. It even says it says lip medics, I mean, there you go. You're looking for something for your lips, to help you doctor them. Lip medic will do it, right? So I figured, why not? And I tried it, and it works pretty good. And it feels good, too. And then I said, well, geez, if it works on my lips so well, what about maybe other areas that are drying out too? It's like, hey, spread the love, right? uh, yeah, that's kind of a communal thought there, Glenn. Get over it, okay? Um, so I tried it on my sinus, and I said, hey, that's not too bad. Feels good right away. Boom. I'm not dry and itchy. I'm not tempted to reach it because it feels good. Why would I want to interfere with it? So, hey, it works. Vaseline makes a good product, but so does Blistex. The Lip Medics by Blistex. It says external allergenic. Of course, if I had the right glasses, it would really help. Lip protection. See, they just say lip protection. You know what? Just today I figured out that, because the socks I was wearing were itching and burning on my feet, so I took them off, and I thought, well, that'll stop after a few minutes, right? So I let it go, and it was still, you know, persisting and persisting. I said, well, shit, you know, let's try this on there, you know. I put that on there, gone, just like that. I'm like, hey, that's cool, you know. Now, the only thing that can do that, it's got to be all natural. What's in here? It's got to be. I mean, it doesn't have the ingredients on it anywhere. Probably on the package, which I didn't read. You know, I'm a sucker for punishment, I guess, you know. Uh, but the problem is, it's not that. I'm an explorer, you know. I see something new. It tells me it's this. Let's see. You know? Um, oh boy. I love that stuff. Alright, when that battery, or when that card ran out, I was in my lockbox, which I put away because there's no point in having this part of my life scattered around. Which means I'm going to have to go quickly back through it. You know, remember the rapid recovery process that I told you about? Rapid back? Well, let's do it again physically. That was mentally. Let's do it physically now, okay? No. Yeah, that wasn't it. Then, where did I go? Where are they? Oh, the pictures. There they are. Okay. That's why I got thrown off. I wasn't to this yet. And they stayed over there. Okay. Well, there we go. We're back to where we were. Alright, I was going to get right to these here. And these are all my little angels, you know. I haven't figured it out yet, but I've only got one nephew. And it seems like all my other relatives, they're all young girls. They're all girls. And these are pictures of them, you know, at special times in their lives. And you'll notice there's nothing written on some of them. Nothing at all. That's because during that period, that certain period, I did or experienced something new with that particular person that lit their life up, you know. And it was such a joy to me to do that that I didn't have to write it down. Okay. Sometimes I tell you what that is, sometimes I don't. It's not necessary, you know. I mean, like this one here. This, I'll tell you this one, okay? And there is something written on there. What is it? Oh, it just, okay. It just says how old she is. She's 3 years old. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about, you know, why it was taken or nothing like that, which is good. Because this was taken the day after I took this girl on my four-wheeler up the hill over here to the airport where there's a wild blueberry patch. Now, sometimes there's a bear that hangs around there, but that's okay. He's my friend. I know how to respect his territory, and he knows when I come that I do respect his territory. So, and I brought her there, and we picked blueberries for the first time in her life. And you know what? When she put that first blueberry in her mouth, she had no clue what it was. She was like, "What is this?" You know. Uh, but there's nothing about it that had in any way told this little girl that that was dangerous, especially not with me, a guide and protector, there to prevent her from making a mistake that could cost her life, you know? Important picture. And, oh, sweetie, I feel bad for you. You know, in nature, and this hurts me to say this. You may or may not see a tear. Sometimes that's the way my pain works. But I feel so bad for this person and angry at the world for the reason that I feel bad at her. Oh boy, I mean, my grandmother used to have chickens in her backyard, okay? And I was, you know me, I was fascinated with those chickens, spent time with them all the time. Every day I noticed that some of them that had laid eggs would push certain ones of those eggs out of the nest and break them on the ground purposely. What the fuck, you know? Isn't it supposed to be reproduction? Why are you doing this, you know? And I went in and I asked my grandmother and I said, Grandma, why are they doing that? The baby's not born yet and they killed it. She says, Mark, that baby was sick. I said, come on, Grandma. It wasn't even born yet. She said, yes, it was. It was alive in that shell. You couldn't see it or hear it, but it was there and it was alive. And it was calling for help because it was in pain. Something was wrong with it. It wasn't right. So, Mama, rather than see that pain go on, she pushed that thing out of the nest and let it end right there. She was doing a mercy for her baby. So don't feel bad for that baby and don't hate that mama. How about that, huh? Thank you very much, Grandma Jones. You see this sweet little girl right here? I love her as much as I love you and everyone else. But there ain't a creature on this planet other than us that would be so goddamn cruel as that. And she's still alive. I'm thankful that she doesn't have the ability to understand what I'm saying right now about this sweet, wonderful girl. What I'm saying is they knew she was going to turn out like this 2 weeks after they found out my sister was pregnant with her. A lot of suffering there, you people who are against necessary population control, birth control, species control. What the hell? I was gonna shut the camera off because that just really irks me. But you know what? I'm gonna get past that and go on through the box. Okay, so we got. Sweet. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want any bad on her, man. I don't want no, and too much attention would do it, you know. Her and her mother both, man, that would just be too much, okay? So, we'll move on. And then you notice I'm not saying the names of any of these. These are special people to me. And, man, no one close to me gets hurt because they got to go through me to get to them, you know? So, oh boy. Look at that pretty little redhead, huh? Holy shit, you think she's pretty there? Ha! Ha! She's like, what, 14 now? And she's a little over 5 feet tall. A little over 5 feet tall. She maybe weighs 130, 145 pounds in there somewhere. Long red hair. She can have anybody she wants. I'm telling you, her and her sisters, all they're beautiful. The sister of the one that I described earlier. Such potential in this girl. Her name says exactly what we're all in for. So it seems, that the name on the package doesn't fit the package. I'm sorry to say that, sweetie. But if you don't open your eyes soon, you think your uncle is in bad shape? I love her, but boy, she got a mean heart. Mean. Oh. Oh, here they are. Oh, here's the oldest. Here's one you hadn't seen yet of the other two. You saw the redhead. Now here's the oldest with her. I gotta tell you, they're cute. That's these these are also my nieces, and I love all of them all the same, and I'm proud and so happy to have them. But the suffering that they have been through so that I could be proud to have them with me, some of them, it was unnecessary. But that's just me, I'm not asking you to believe what I believe. There she is again. And here, okay, I'm not going to go into it with you today, Steve, but I will introduce you. This is a very confused but super dear friend of mine. For many years we hung together, the best of friends, man. We were like opposite poles of a magnet. That's him and his family. Not sure who that is. Oh, there's writing on the back, that's why. Okay. Oh. Oh my goodness. Molly Grace? Oh, that's the day she was born. I remember that little gown. Oh boy. See, one thing about babies, when I look at them, they all look the same. There is no difference one from the other. I like them all, and it's only when they get older and they start putting on all the makeup and the masks and the airs, and that's when they start looking different, But in a lot of ways, it's good because that's who they are, I just wish they weren't sold on some strange idea that they should be something that they're not. Here you go. Here's the family that the if you noticed, like bookends on the two sides of that picture was twins, Amanda and Andrea. Sweetest little girls I ever seen in my life, man. Play, 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 play. Watching them play is like, the depiction of the American dream. There they are. They just having fun. And their dad would go bend over backwards so they could do whatever they could, just build them this big jungle gym and fort combined and all that. And they just climb all over that thing and have a blast, doing what kids do. Amanda, the one on the left, every single time that I went over there, man, that girl handed me a piece of art or something that she had done while I was gone from the yesterday to today. Just to let me know that she was thinking about me while I was gone. I thought that was the cutest thing. I'm sorry I didn't hold on to all that stuff, Andrea. I mean, I wouldn't know where to put it. It was wonderful, though. It really was. That was cool. I think she's working at McDonald's in Madawaska now. Last time I stopped through there to pick up a hamburger, some really beautiful girl that looked similar to her but older said, "Hey Mark, how's it going?" I'm like, that must be Andrea. And then she started talking to me about, like she knew me. I was like, okay, that must be her. All right. I ain't seen her in so long. That's the way it goes, People grow and change, and then you don't recognize them anymore. What the hell is something like this doing in my box? What the fuck is this doing in my box? Ooh. No, 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 no. We don't have things like this in my box. You know what the problem is? There's only one fool in this world that would have put it in there. Oh, the mistakes we make. Accidents. I won't be having that or any representation of it in my box. Oh. Alright, where were we? Oh, there they are, all three of them together. There they are. Oh, 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 oh. Who is this? Let me see. Oh, this is Steve's oldest daughter. Or no, it's Steve's son. This is Brandon. Brandon and his girlfriend. He's in the army, coming back from the army, and he's looking loud, proud, and ready to beat the crowd. Look at that. Got to be proud of a man that's willing to go serve his country, and nobody told him he had to. This was right before the shit hit the fan too, man. I don't know if he's alive or not. I haven't talked to him in that long. So oh. Oh, come all ye faithful, O come all ye. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Mark and Debbie. Hope you'll have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. With much love, Larry, Tracy, and girls. This is the first letter that my sister sent me after getting together with Debbie, and she sent me this picture of my sweetie with her. She's growing up. She's got a lot of help from her mother, thank God, and one of these days I'll tell you about that whole situation. My sister, I will say, is bipolar, and I understand that. Only she's got it worse than me. Oh, there they are again. You can tell how much I love those girls. You know, these pictures are kind of out of blur right here, so I don't know. The wedding of my favoritist of all of my cousins. I got them all out there wondering now, which one? Who am I? Who am I? I can see it. Hey, are you ready? And the winner is... Money Taz! Hey, Montez, girl. How's it going, man? You just live across the county, and I see you every once in a while, but hey, I keep that because I love you, girl. You're cool. Oh, Destiny's okay, Destiny's graduation. So, I don't know if I should have said that name or not, but it's okay. Oh, this is something that I've lost about 8 times in my life, and finally found a place to keep it that's stayed there and for about 15 years now. That's how well my box works, you know, the spell that I put on this, you know, with my bear protector. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Watch out, I'm telling you, it's powerful shit. You call it voodoo, I call it woohoo. Oh yeah, there it is. The one thing that a lot of fools out there are jumping up and down and insisting that Barack Obama doesn't have. Even though it's been proven so many different ways that he does. There's the proof. Yeah, I existed. There's like 7 or 8 copies of this thing floating around out there proving it. You know, I don't know who's got this and what they're doing with it. But you know what? I don't care. Because, you know, in the end, I hope they can light a cigar with it, you know. Oh, this has got to go back into its case. Simply because it is proof that I exist, so. In its case. We're finally getting to the subject. I believe if you recall, this was I don't know how long ago, but if you recall, the subject was the people that we have around us, our support group. I showed you some of those, okay? Those are the ones that taught me lessons through life, you know, and I can go back and use them to assist me now and whenever I want, you know. I think you believe that I can do that. You've seen it. So, here's one group of friends that I'm really glad to have met. That is how to love people, man. That's the way to do it, sir. If I could take your hand again, I'd take it because I didn't stare you long enough in the eyes, my man. I wanna know that soul of yours. But I think I do already, you know, I think I do. What we did, man, made so many people happy and fed people and clothed people and put people in a shelter and showed them smiling faces every day. And you know what we did was amazing, man, amazing. That's where the power is, man. That's it. You figured it out, my man. I enjoyed that period of my life very much, even though it was at the end of a nightmare. You know, I mean, amazing. You rescued me from that nightmare. And I know that you don't know me. I know you don't know my name. I'm going to show this picture here just to show that, you know, when you see it, you're going to say, well, okay, I don't remember him, but he was there. You know, okay. You know, Kenny Rogers Classic Weekend, dude. That was cool, okay? That was really a blast. Oh, we had fun, man. We had a blast. You see me standing there, man? You can't. It's hard to tell it. That's me, man. I gained some weight, and oh, I ain't wearing no colorful shirts like that anymore. But I did hold on to that shirt for a very long time, though, because of this photograph. That is loud. Um. uh, and then I got rid of the shirt because you know what? You know what I needed it for? As much as I valued what that shirt meant there, I was working on my four-wheeler on the trail up here the year after I got it. The chain had broken. I needed a rack. Go figure that, huh? Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. There he is. That's Steve right there. I love him, man. He's a good friend. I got more pictures of him here. There, you know. I don't know if you can make this out, but that's me sitting there. And that's the fishing cabin that I built. 8 by, what was it? Yeah, 8 by 8. No, 8 by 10 by 8. That's what it was. 8 by 10 by 8. It had 6 by 2 foot hole for fishing through. It was very comfortable. You see, well, I've got a brighter picture, I think, of it in here somewhere that I'll show you. That's called a cusk. It's ugly, it's slimy, and it don't look like something you'd want to eat, but man, it's good. You want to know how good that is? Steve and I stocked up on it, man. I mean, we stocked up. That was one night. And you know what's cool? It doesn't represent gluttony. You know why? Because we froze that and ate it for the whole winter. We didn't buy any food. I mean, we needed fresh veggies and stuff, but the meats, God gave us that, man. You know? Oh, Kenny, there it is, the car. That's what I left finally mobilized on after having met you, sir. I love that car. She got balls, boy. It's 305 in there. That thing had balls, man. You step it. I mean, I know 305 isn't that big, but for some reason that sucker went, man. You know, I drove that thing all the way up here, and when I got up here, see, before I left, I checked all the tires and everything, and I guess I had left the lugs loose on one of them or something. We got all the way up here carrying a U-Haul trailer behind us with this thing. And all of a sudden I started feeling her dancing a little bit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know? Pull over in the U-Haul station where we're going to drop this thing off to see what the problem is. The lug nuts were almost snapped. All I had to do is pull the wheel and they broke. Oh, jeez. Tell me there ain't a God, man. Angels, you know. Wow. And it was the middle of a snowstorm, too. I'd never really driven in a bad snowstorm either, so it was, boy, a lot of fortunate things happened there, you know. I love that car. I had that for like 3 years after I got up here. My idiotic childhood behavior, childish behavior. Oh, up here is a lot of woods, you know. It's not a lot of paved roads up here in this car. It didn't last too long. Oh yeah, here you go. Now, here's a picture that you'd appreciate there, Kenny. You let me take that just as I was walking out the door of the club, man. I heard about your divorce. That's too bad. I hope everything's okay. You know, there's no violence or nothing like that. I didn't really go in to check, but I hope everything's okay. You know. My buddy Steve in my fishing cabin. A little brighter picture there. You see how big that fishing hole is? That claimed 3 people swimming. three people. We were keeping hash marks, and believe it or not, my mom was one of them. But I'll tell you what, she's tough, man. She hit that water, bounce right straight up, doing right back in the seat. You know, you do stuff like this. There's dangers, and you just have to be ready for those dangers, and don't panic. Rule number 1. I don't know if you can make this out, but this is an exterior view of my cabin. I'm going to try to get, there's no glare there. I mean, that's an SUV parked next to it there. So you can see how big it is. Now you want to know how much that weighed because of the way that I designed it? Well, Me and Steve used to pick it up. I had the front end, he had the back end, and we would pick that up, and someone else would put blocks under it with it loaded with everything we needed to fish. Ask me how I did it. And that lasted 5 years before Steve bought it from me for $600 and turned it into a storage building. He put a metal roof on it, turned it into a storage building. Hey. Oh, I like this. Okay, let me put these away here. Now I don't see. These all don't go in there. Simply because they don't fit. So I put what I can in there just to keep them together. And now we're moving on, and I used, you know the drawings that I showed you earlier? That's not the first attempt I made at drawing. I used to love it, man. I used to, not necessarily technical drawing, and before I show you these, I want to say thank you, girls. Thank you so much. Those nights in that gas station alone, you gave me something to do, sweeties. I don't even know your names. I don't know. But thank you very much. I enjoyed the visit. It gave me something to do. Now I tried, okay? Here. As one. Like I say, I don't know their names. I didn't ask them, didn't write them down, nothing. It's not important. Each one of these drawings, I was concentrating on a different part of the body. See, drawing to me has always been a fascination because it's an excellent way to burn a photograph into your memory so that it never fades, And, this is one of my favorite freehand drawings right here. But natural things, natural things. Here, during this time, I had this opportunity to do this natural thing, and I had nothing but time to kill, so why not, Yeah. I can't do that anymore. I tried it, and I'm too much of a perfectionist. I can't settle for what my body will allow me to do. I've done so much better than what I am capable of now that it just disappoints me to try it. But I do try every once in a while. You don't use it, you lose it. I guess you can see why that one's kind of special to me, huh? Actually, I don't think there's anything in this box that's really any more special than anything else. remove any of it, break any of it, misplace any of it, it's going to be just as big a loss as if I'd lost all of it, you know? So that's why I have it in my box. And we're moving on. Here, Glenn, you want a chain? That's good, silver boy. Oh yeah, heavy. Heavy, that's a good heavy one. Check it out here. I gotta bunch it up because it's too big to get close to this thing there. And see, I knew Glenn boy, you drooling right now, ain't you? Oh yeah, look at you. Dude, the only thing this means to me is the person that gave it to me. It does weigh a lot, though. I can use it to hold something down, you know. Oh boy. Can I do this? Can I do this? Yes, I can do this. Alright, so we're still in the box here, and then we go, oh yeah, everybody, I know everybody keeps these, huh? I mean, that kind of an accomplishment, you have to keep something to remind you of that, you know, even, you know, no matter how old you get, you know, something that says, hey, I did this, you know. So, that was my high school, Misawa, Japan. Ah, what a giant graduating class I had, man. Hello. No, I'm not. That's exaggerating. There, it wasn't big. I can't tell you what a single key on this thing's for. You notice there's no locks in here? No damn lock in here, man. Nope. So what in the hell are all these keys for? I don't know. But for some reason I'm holding on to them. I'm going to keep holding on to them. This is going to ensure that I hold on to them because that's very special to me. And if I lose that, I would cry. So I keep them attached. My unit patch in Korea. Leave it at that for now. This is something that everybody on this planet needs to carry with them at all times. At all times, and no matter what somebody else is telling you, you look at this thing and believe it. Never lose faith in your compass. And I mean that in every way it can be meant. Now these here are really, I mean, just things that I just couldn't believe happened, okay? But they happened. This is the proof that I was engaged to be married. See how meek? Meek? It's broken, falling apart, the stones are gone. That's good silver though, I'll say that. But it's proof that I have had the promise of a girl. Let's say that. Just the wrong one. You know? I'll never forget Colorado. It taught me clarity. It taught me how to be solid. It taught me that I am the strongest force around. That's the largest chunk of it that I could find naturally in the Colorado mountains. It's quartz, not diamond. Wouldn't want a diamond that big, man. You know the security I'd have to have around here? Holy shit. Oh no, we don't need that kind of trouble around here. You know. Oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. I love good music. Stuff that really makes you move or makes you cry or you feel it, the good stuff, Kiss, I gotta hand it to you, boys. Outstanding. And Ace, thank you for the pick, my man. Thanks. I still have it. Hey. Oh. If you're gonna take a gun and you're gonna put a bullet in it, do that knowing that that could kill when it comes out of there. It has the potential to kill. Never, ever, ever point a weapon in a direction that someone might get hurt. If you point a weapon at something, be absolutely sure that you intend to shoot that. Okay? Don't say, well, might want to shoot that and take a look through your scope. You make sure you want to shoot that before you look through that scope, okay? This is a shot I took at 250 yards with a 22 Magnum and a low-powered scope. It was the third shot of that day. Steve, you remember you took the first shot at this. You came close. I took the next shot and then hit light, and then with the second shot I took was that right there. Da-bing. Da-bing. From that distance, my friend. He's standing free hand. That turned me on. When that quarter went flying, I was like, I hit the fucking thing. I don't believe it. Wow. Gotta go find that and keep it. Oh. I'm getting all scatterbrained here. Now I want to make sure everything's in there. That's it. It's all in there. Well, that's my box, guys. The only other thing that's in there is this, and that's because I love fishing and I support them. Oh yeah, that's important. You got to support the conservationists, man. They're the ones that make sure Guyana stays healthy, That's cool. I got a clue how to fix that, huh? Oh well, maybe I don't need to. Funny the way things happen. But you know what? Just to keep things whole, I'm gonna put it in there. Maybe one day I'll find a way to fix it. And like I said, gentlemen, ladies, brothers, sisters, whoever's here and seeing me right now, if I'm not with you, you're not allowed in here. But if I'm with you, man, let's go. You know? We'll take a walk. Just don't touch this box without me being here. Because that guy is on the watch. Take it to the bank. The fuck is a bank for? Store all that paper god there. That's what that is. I guess you can tell by now that I'm a disestablishmentarianist. I think.